Hi. So I've been thinking a lot about, the toxic positivity. I've heard this concept a few months ago, and it's actually super, super relevant right now. At least I've been in a very spiritual environment for over 15 years. And I'm surrounded by people who are a lot into self-empowerment and healing and spirituality, meditation, yoga. I'm a yoga teacher. But I've been seeing a lot of people lately, since spirituality became a trend, basically, that use the affirmations as something to cover up whatever way they are feeling. And this is something that I have been thinking a lot, and I have experienced in my own personal life. I'm a yoga teacher, but I still, of course, like every other human in this planet, I still have feelings of sometimes sadness, sometimes feeling very low, depressed, sorrow, and it's fine. These are all normal human emotions. But I've come across a lot of people who feel because you are spiritual, you're not supposed to feel these things, or just because you're a person who normally works on yourself, who is very aware, very, who is actually making an effort to grow, to be better. Just because you are like that doesn't mean that you don't have to feel all these things. Actually, it's the opposite. It's exactly the opposite. Emotional intelligence is not denying or trying to win over uncomfortable emotions or bad emotions. It's not like depression should not exist. It's not like sadness should not be there. And we're not supposed to fight them. This is the most important thing that I have come to realize in the last couple of years. All these emotions, it's not like they're not supposed to be there. It's not like they're bad. We are not supposed to be fighting or resisting or denying any of these emotions. In fact, emotional intelligence is exactly the opposite. It's about showing up for these emotions. It's about realizing, embracing, accepting, and trying to go deeper with curiosity, with kindness, with understanding, with a lot of patience and love. Going deep into each of these emotions. Okay, like a child, oh wow, I feel these things. Amazing. What are they trying to tell me? And how loving, how accepting you can be, even when you don't feel at your best. Because it's very easy to feel proud about ourselves, to feel proud about our emotions, to accept our emotions when we're feeling great on top of the world. But how kind, loving, compassionate, accepting of yourself can you be when you don't feel at your best, when you feel sad, when you feel lonely, when you feel depressed? Yesterday I shared a story that says, I'm going to share it again, but it says something like, if you're trying to deny those emotions, then you let go of the possibility to develop the skills to deal with yourself and with the world exactly as they are, not as you want them to be. There are two different things. One is how we feel we are supposed to feel. We should be happy, we should be confident, we should be joyful and enthusiastic and optimistic all the time. This is how we want to feel. But it's completely disempowering to feel that you should feel like that all the time. And when you're not feeling like that, to think that you need to erase that, compete with that, or, be stronger than that and fight and keep on moving forward. Sometimes it's all about just accepting and embracing and being kind and being like a child. And how kind and compassionate can you be with yourself when you're feeling like that, or with another person when they are feeling like that? Do you tell them if a very close person to you comes and tells you that they're not feeling great, that they're feeling very low, depressed, sad, lonely, worried, or simply they don't have hope for the future? And we all have all those moments as well. It doesn't mean that we're not going to do great things in life. It just means that sometimes we feel like that, we feel very low. And what do you tell them? Do you tell them, oh, you should do this and that, you should win over those feelings, you should be optimistic, you should go out and have some coffee and get together with some friends so you're not feeling like that anymore? Or do you tell them, it's okay, I'm here for you? How kind and compassionate and accepting can you be of all your human emotions, even the not so comfortable ones? This for me is the most important thing I have learned, I think, about spirituality. It's a lie if somebody tells you, if you get the feeling or you start feeling that you're not accepting yourself when you're feeling low just because you're spiritual, so you shouldn't feel like that, or somebody else who is spiritual doesn't accept you because you're feeling low or angry or depressed, then that's not spirituality. It's some crazy game that the ego is playing on you, telling you that you are a super important and cool and smart person just because you throw away phrases like, oh, you should be happy. That's not spirituality. Spirituality is about getting as real, raw, and human as you can get. About who you are, exactly the way you are.